empty roads. Midnight drifts across the city, soft and cold. I walk alone without a destination, just letting time move on. But every quiet corner here feels wrong. Your voice still lingers in the silence, like a distant tune. Something fragile floating slowly through the room. I thought these nights would feel much lighter as the months went by, but missing you still follows every skyline under faded streetlights tonight. I still think of you. Every shadow in the city leads me to the truth, and every passing moment here feels slower than before, like my heart is waiting by a closed door. The windows glow above the avenue, like scenes I cannot reach, while memories keep speaking softly without speech. I try to lose myself in motion, in the rhythm of the crowd, but loneliness can feel the strongest when surrounded. Even the wind along the pavement sounds low and blue, like the whole night keeps remembering you. I told myself I'd stop returning to what we used to be, but certain hearts keep wandering endlessly under faded streetlights tonight. Your memory still stays like reflections on the sidewalk after rain, and every distant sound I hear pulls me back again to all the words we never said back then. Maybe love was never meant to stay forever bright. Maybe some feelings only live at night. And maybe I was never ready to let the feeling end, so I keep walking through these streets again. The sky begins to pale with morning, but I still move slow, like part of me is searching what I know. The city starts another. stare at words I never sent you on a glowing empty screen, like fragments of a conversation that might have been. The night feels heavier than usual without your voice around. Even silence has a language I've just found. I wait for something that won't happen, still checking every sign, like hope becomes a habit over time. I told myself I'd stop this, that I'd finally move on, but waiting is a feeling that lingers on. There's no reply tonight, just echoes in the air, a quiet kind of emptiness that says you're not there. And every note the saxophone carries feels like it understands a love that slips away from empty hands. I scroll through old conversations, like searching for a spark, but every line just fades away, back into dark. The world outside keeps talking loud, like nothing's out of place, but I'm still stuck inside the pause of your space. Your name still shows up in my thoughts, without permission or sound, like something that I cannot turn around. I thought I learned to let it go, like letting go is clean, but some endings don't erase what they mean. There's no reply tonight, just silence on repeat, a lonely kind of rhythm without a beat. And every time the music rises, it pulls me back again to all the things I should have said back when. Maybe love is just unanswered messages in time, words that never find their place but still rhyme. And maybe I was never ready to accept the end, so I keep talking to the silence again. But I still feel the call of something that was everything before the fall. The night keeps holding conversations I never really hear, like traces of a presence still near. And somewhere in the static quiet, you still exist in me, a reply that never came, but still I see. There's no reply tonight, just fading into blue, a quiet kind of heartbreak I go through. And if the world forgets the reason, I still hold on tight to all the words I never got. Good night. static silence between the night and day, like signals drifting out of reach that slowly fade away. The world around me keeps on moving, but I'm still tuned to you, like broken radio emotions coming through. I try to focus on the present, but the past keeps breaking in, like something I can't switch off from within. I told myself I'd lose the signal, let the frequency die, but some connections never fully say goodbye. It's a fading frequency, love, still humming in my chest, a signal that won't settle down or let me rest. And every note the saxophone carries feels like your distant tone, a melody that keeps on calling me home. I walk through streets of moving strangers, but none of them align with all the versions of your voice inside my mind. The city noise becomes a pattern that almost sounds like you, but every time I reach for it, it cuts right through. Your memory keeps interrupting, and every thought I try to keep, like something buried in my mind, too deep. I thought distance would erase you, like fading is clean sound, but some frequencies just echo all around. It's a fading frequency, love, still looping in my head, a song that never finishes even when it's dead. And every time the music rises, it drags me back again to all the love I couldn't hold back then. Maybe love is just a signal that never really stops. It keeps on traveling endlessly through all the drops. And maybe I was never ready to lose the tone we made, so I keep it on repeat in the shade. Now I don't fight the interference, I let it play, because even broken signals find their way. The noise becomes a kind of comfort I can recognize, a fading love still speaking through the skies. And somewhere in the endless static you still feel near, a frequency of memory still clear. It's a fading frequency, love, that never leaves my side, a broken kind of signal I can't hide. And if the world forgets the meaning of everything we knew, this quiet frequency will always call to you. pretending it was simple, like love could stay the same. Some stories don't need endings or someone to blame. The night just sits beside me quietly. No anger, no sound, just pieces of what used to be all around. I thought I'd feel much stronger now, like time would make it clear. But even healing has its cost when you're not here. I told myself I moved on, that I had let it go. But silence has a memory it won't show. This is a quiet ending now, no drama in the fall, just love that slowly learned to lose it all. And every note the saxophone carries feels like it understands a heart that didn't break loud, just in hands. I walk through days that feel the same, but nothing feels the same. Like everything still knows your shape without your name. The world keeps speaking in its rhythm, like nothing ever stops. But I still feel your absence in every drop. Even laughter sounds unfamiliar when it passes through, like echoes of a version that once knew you. I thought goodbye would be a moment, clear and defined, but some goodbyes just happen in the mind. This is a quiet ending now, no closure in the air, just memories that settle everywhere. And every time the music rises, it pulls me back to then, to all the love that didn't finish back when. Maybe love was never promised to stay complete. Some hearts just drift apart without defeat. And maybe I was never ready for a love that fades so slow, because slow endings hurt the most, you know. Now I don't fight the quiet, I let it stay, because even broken stories find their way. The night becomes a kind of witness to what I feel inside, a love that never left loudly, just died. And somewhere in the stillness you still remain, a gentle kind of memory without pain. This is a quiet ending now, no final words to say, just something that slowly fades away. And if the world forgets the reason, I still feel you through. This quiet ending in my heart is you. I wrote your name but didn't send it. Let the words just stay inside, like ink that knows it has a meaning but chooses not to fly. The night feels heavier than usual without your voice around. Even silence has a memory that makes a sound. I act like I've been moving forward, like nothing stays too long. But every step I take in quiet feels wrong. I told myself it's over, that time would take its place. But time just keeps reminding me of your face. It's an unsent midnight letter, no address, no reply, just feelings that I never learned how to say goodbye. And every note the saxophone carries feels like it knows my truth, a language made of broken pieces of me and you. Past the places we once stood in, like shadows in the past. Everything looks the same on surface, but nothing lasts. I smile when strangers start to talk to me, like I'm still whole inside. But they don't see how easily I break and hide. The world keeps turning like it always did, without a pause for pain. But I'm still caught in memories I can't explain. I thought distance would erase you, like ink fades in rain. But some stories don't get washed away, they stay in the brain. It's an unsent midnight letter, still burning in my hand, full of words I never spoke, you'd never understand. And every time the music rises, it pulls me back to then, to everything I should have said back when. Maybe love is just unfinished words we never send, a story that keeps going without an end. And maybe I was never ready to watch it fall apart, so I keep it in this letter inside my heart. Throw it all away now, but I can't let it go, because even pain feels honest when it still knows. The night keeps stretching out in silence, no comfort, no reply, just echoes of a conversation I let die. Still somewhere in the static feeling, I think you're near tonight, inside this unsent letter, without a light. It's an unsent midnight letter that never found your door, just love I couldn't carry anymore. And if you ever feel the silence between your heart and mine, no, I still write you in my mind all the time. time. A broken vinyl keeps on spinning with a sound that fades and bends, like every word we never finished before it ends. I sit alone in low-lit silence, watching time behave so strange, like even memories start to crack and rearrange. The air still holds your distant presence in a subtle fading tone, like something warm that used to live here but now is gone. I thought the past would stay behind me, like dust that falls away, but some reflections keep on playing every day. It's a broken vinyl memory, skipping back to you. Every sound a little broken, but still true. And every note the saxophone carries feels like it won't let go. A melody of what we were long ago. I walk through streets that don't remember what we used to be, but every corner still reflects a piece of me. The world keeps turning like a record that never learns to stop, but I'm still stuck inside the moment it all dropped. Your voice appears in sudden fragments, in places I don't expect, like echoes that refuse to lose their effect. I thought I could just move forward and leave it in the past, but broken things still echo longer than they last. It's a broken vinyl memory, still spinning in my mind, playing love in incomplete pieces, left behind. And every time the music rises, it drags me back to you, to all the things we never fixed or knew. Maybe love is never perfect, it scratches on its way, replaying all the moments that won't decay. And maybe I was never ready for the sound to fade, so I keep it on repeat in what we made. Now I don't try to stop the turning, I let it play, because even broken music knows the way. The needle keeps on falling into lines we left unsaid, like every note still carries what feeling, you still appear inside this broken vinyl I keep near. It's a broken vinyl memory that never lets me go, playing love in shattered pieces, soft and slow. And if the world forgets the meaning of everything we knew, this broken sound will always play of you. I keep trying to reconnect the past, like a phone with broken line, but every call just fades to static over time. The night is full of silent signals. I pretend I understand, but nothing ever comes through clearly in my hand. Your absence feels like interference in everything I hear, a quiet kind of noise that grows when you're not near. I thought I'd lose the signal, let it finally go, but some connections linger, even when they slow. It's a lost signal memory, still flickering in my mind, a voice I almost reach for, but never find. And every note the saxophone carries feels like your fading tone, a melody that keeps reminding I'm alone. I walk through days that feel unfinished, like pages torn in half, where every moment used to carry a shared laugh. The world keeps talking all around me, but I hear something else, like echoes of your voice repeating by itself. Even strangers in the distance sound a little like you did, but every time I turn to look, it's just red. I thought distance would erase you like numbers from a screen, but some memories refuse to stay unseen. It's a lost signal memory, still stuck between the noise, a broken kind of silence that destroys. And every time the music rises, it pulls me back again to all the words I lost in static back then. Maybe love is just a signal that never finds its end. It bends through all the silence it can't mend. Maybe I was never ready to hear it fade to black, so I keep searching for a frequency that won't come back. feels real. And somewhere in the broken silence, you still exist in me. A lost signal I keep chasing endlessly. It's a lost signal memory, still calling out your name. A fading kind of echo, without frame. And if the world forgets the reason, I still hold on to you. This lost signal will keep whispering through. Keep your memory without touch now, like something made of glass, too fragile to be carried forward or held too fast. It lingers in the corners softly, where light won't fully stay. A presence I can almost feel, then slips away. The world keeps moving like it should, without a second glance. But I'm still caught inside the echo of what we had. I told myself I'd fade it out, that time would clear my mind. But some memories don't loosen with time. It's a memory without touch now, still breathing in my chest. A quiet kind of longing that won't rest. And every note the saxophone carries feels like it knows your face. A sound that holds what's missing in its place. Walk through days of passing moments that never feel complete, like every step is missing something beneath my feet. Even laughter in the distance feels slightly out of tune, like it forgot the way you made a room feel full. The city speaks in endless motion, but I don't hear it right. Like everything is half a shade of night. I thought distance would erase you, like writing in the sand. But memory doesn't follow command. It's a memory without touch now, still drifting through my days. A soft and aching silence that stays. And every time the music rises, it pulls me back again to all the love I never finished back then. Maybe love is just a feeling that never leaves the skin. It stays beneath the surface within. Maybe I was never ready to let it turn to dust, so I keep it in this memory I trust. becomes a quiet mirror of what I've known, a love that never left me but grew alone. And somewhere in the distance you still exist, a memory without touch I can't resist. It's a memory without touch now that never fades away, a gentle kind of presence that stays. And if the world forgets the reason I still hold on to you, this memory without touch is true. I still hear your name in quiet places where the night feels heavier than it should. Even the wind sounds unfamiliar now, like something misunderstood. The lights around me don't feel warm anymore, just shapes without a glow, as if the world forgot its colors long ago. I tell myself I'm doing better, the time has done its part, but every calm I try to build falls apart. I thought distance would be simple, just a matter of time, but silence has its own language, and it still replies. Now I'm just a silent heart drifting through spaces you don't see, holding on to fragments of us that refuse to leave. And every note the saxophone carries feels like it knows your face, but no matter how far it reaches, it loses trace. I pass through places we once walked through, like memories in disguise. Every corner holds a version I can't revise. I try to speak with different voices to fill the empty air, but nothing sounds like honesty when you're not there. The world keeps moving without waiting, it never looks behind, but I'm still living in the moment you left behind. I thought I learned to let it fade, like fading is clean, but some feelings don't disappear, they stay unseen. Now I'm just a silent heart drifting through echoes of your name, trying to hold the shape of love that never stays the same. And every time the music rises, it pulls me back again to all the words I never said back then. Maybe love doesn't break clean, it fractures in the soul and leaves behind the pieces that never let you go. Maybe I was never ready to watch it drift away, because part of me is still living in yesterday. Stop pretending I've moved forward. The truth is always near. Some endings don't arrive with closure, they just disappear. The night feels longer than it used to without your voice around, and all I have are fading traces of every sound. Still, somewhere in the quiet static, I feel you drifting through, a broken kind of memory that leads to you. I'm just a silent heart drifting through places I can't stay, holding on to fading moments that slip away. And if you ever feel the silence between your world and mine, know I'm still somewhere in the distance, out of time. After you left, the room stayed still, like it forgot to breathe. Even time felt uncertain about what to leave. I didn't hear a breaking sound, no final closing door, just absence sitting everywhere and nothing more. The light looks different on the walls, like it lost its name, and everything I touch now feels not the same. I told myself I'd adjust, that I would be alright, but healing doesn't always come in one night. After you left, I stayed behind, with silence as my guide, a quiet kind of emptiness I cannot hide. And every note the saxophone plays feels like it knows my pain, a love that still keeps echoing in my name. I walk through days without direction, just moving through the flow, but every step feels heavier than I know. The world keeps talking like it used to, but I don't hear the same, like everything is distant now without your name. Even laughter from the distance feels unfamiliar too, like echoes of a version that still had you. I thought I'd learn to function like nothing ever broke, but silence is a language that I spoke. After you left, I stayed behind, inside a fading light, a broken kind of normal every night. And every time the music rises, it pulls me back again to all the love that stayed too long back then. Maybe love doesn't end loudly, it just disappears, leaving shadows of forever through the years. And maybe pictures hurt more than I know. Chase it, I let it be, because even empty spaces mean something to me. The night becomes a quiet witness to what remains, a love that never shouted, just refrains. And somewhere in the stillness you still exist, in fragments of a memory I can't resist. After you left, I stayed behind, no answers in the air, just echoes of a love still there. And if the world forgets the reason, I still hold on to you, because after you left, I did too. I learned to sit with empty mornings, where your voice used to stay, like light that slowly disappears at break of day. The bed feels wider than it should now, like it forgot our shape, and every habit that we shared escapes. I don't expect your name to echo in every passing sound, but somehow silence feels like you all around. I told myself it's over, that I've adjusted fine, but some emotions don't erase with time. I'm still loving silence softly, where your presence used to be, a quiet kind of memory inside of me. And every note the saxophone carries feels like it still knows the love that never fully left but slowly goes. I pass through days in steady motion, but nothing feels alive, like something in me didn't learn how to survive. The world keeps speaking in its rhythm, but I hear something else, like fragments of your voice that live by themselves. Even names I hear in passing sound a little like you did, but vanish just as quickly as they hit. I thought I'd stop remembering the way you used to stay, but silence has a habit of replay. I'm still loving silence softly, in places that feels misunderstood. And every time the music rises, it brings me back to when I still believe forever back then. Maybe love doesn't vanish, it just changes form, from something warm beside you to a storm. Maybe I was never ready to let it fade to gray, so I keep loving silence every day. To fix it, I let it stay, because even broken feelings know the way. The night becomes a quiet witness to what I feel, a love that still feels present but not real. And somewhere in the silence you still remain, a soft and fading echo without name. I'm still loving silence softly, where you used to breathe, a memory that never learned to leave. And if the world forgets the meaning of everything we knew, I'll still be loving silence and you. Mm-hmm.